Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome to our special game 2 for Squid Game. We've been on a bit of a hiatus. I believe we took a long break after our first match, but we're back with Oofyxl versus Axelerrixx. You guys all know I'm Walmart5193, and joining me in the booth today is going to be none other than Sparky. Sparky, how's it been?
It's been going absolutely fantastic. A lot of very exciting things are kicking off right this weekend. None other than Squid Game being one amongst them. As you mentioned, this is going to be the special game part 2. Got Oofyxl going against Axelerrixx. Once again, a best of 5 format. So quick and easy little match to get in and get out of as we get with the rolls. Looks like Axelerrixx with the 94, waiting for Oofyxl to get their roll here.
Yeah, I believe these two players were in the special game first round. I know Axelerrixx went up against Zimmap, but I believe Oofyxl won by default against their opponent. You can bring me up if I'm wrong about that one, but
sounds about right. I
think I recall Oofyxl being in the special game number 1. But Oofyxl being the challenger, challenging Axelerrixx to a battle in the special game. Only the shortest of matches, only first to 3 points, will take it all and secure their ticket into the 5th game. So that means the top 6, I believe, will be moving on, I believe, or top 12. I have no clue how many players are left at this point.
Yeah, we've eliminated so many that it's kind of hard to keep track of. I think we went into this weekend with 12 players remaining. 4 were exempt, and 8 were going to be participating in this. So I think we will have our top 8 when all is said and done.
Oh no! If you're talking the 4 being spared in the 8 matches, or hold on, I gotta see how many matches there are now.
There's just 4.
Yeah, there's not many. So 4 plus 4, so top 8. And we can see Carp did win against Bagjetta. So Cub will be moving on to the 5th game, secure their ticket, 1 out of 8. And seeing these other matches, Oyama Mahiro versus Lot and Dev versus Raphael, those are going to be some pretty spicy matches. I believe we have those all ready for you tomorrow. But anyway, see if Oofyxl is alive and has done their role. I believe either Oofyxl's AFK or our projector bugged out on this side.
No, what happens is... Oh, there they are.
Okay.
Took a little bit. Maybe they fell asleep at the keyboard. Maybe a bout of narcolepsy came out and gripped them, but they were able to shake off the foes. You know how this show goes, right? You watch Squid Games, right?
Yes, I do watch Squid Game.
Good, because I didn't. I don't know what happens here.
Okay. Well, lights out. Here we go in special game. So Axelerrixx gets to choose if they want to pick and they're going to go for the first pick. So that means Oofyxl will be getting the first protect and ban. So assuming Axelerrixx wanting to go for this first pick and seeing Axelerrixx play in past rounds, I believe their last match was in the 4th game against Beta Carotene, where they took it to tiebreaker, if I'm correct about that one. And Axelerrixx came out victorious, and mainly due to their long note part of their side. But with this map pool being shortened from round 4, only 4 rice maps and 2 hybrids and 2 long notes, you're gonna really have to strategize a bit here. But I know Oofyxl is also pretty good at long notes as well.
Yeah, it's really just gonna come down to who can handle the physicality of this pool. This is definitely an order of magnitude harder than a lot of the things that we've been seeing. Like, these are grand finals maps of some very hard tournaments coming to play here.
Yeah, we have soft 5 grand finals in here. We have MWC, I think, quarterfinals 1.1 in here.
We got Speed of Light maps in here.
Yeah, Speed of Light 3. We got lots of maps in here. 2 Speed of... a couple Speed of Light charts, couple soft maps, some MWC charts. And we're gonna see an LN2 protect, so that's gonna be Kyokiranmai, I believe. That's gonna be your density inversey pick. And Axelerrixx gonna protect Tachyon Beam Cannon.
Alrighty, so pretty interesting protects overall. Like I said, I think that is really just going to come down to whose physical ceiling is just that little bit higher. And we're going to get into the bans here. This is really going to give us a bit of insight as to where these players' headspace is. It's weird because the hybrids also come into contention here. Usually they get ignored, but it looks like we're going to stick to polarized ends of the map pool. Rice 2 getting removed as your arbitrator. Not going to be played in this match.
That is not surprising because that map is longer than the tiebreaker, I think.
Oh, lovely.
That's the that's like the 7-minute long chart, if I'm correct.
You love seeing it. And Axelerrixx wanting to check what maps are in the pool.
Yep, it is longer than the tiebreaker. I just fact checked.
Jeez Christ. I love normal maps that are longer than tiebreakers.
We're gonna see a timing hell. That's a bit surprising coming from Axelerrixx, one of the more long note officiated players, but definitely makes sense. Probably just the nerves on a timing hell can really lead to a bunch of unwanted misses, and you don't really want to give your lead over to especially a player like Oofyxl, who has been prominent in their LN side of things. So Axelerrixx gonna get the first pick here. Seeing their way of going with Tachyon Beam Cannon, we could see something like maybe Boxel Adventure, or even some of the Rice picks, maybe Dreamless Wanderer. I mean, there's only 6 maps left, so you don't have much of a range to choose from, and we're gonna go with Dreamless Wanderer.
Yeah, it's really condensed what you want to go for. You just, I imagine the strategy is just pick what you're most comfortable with, and just kind of hope for the best in certain instances. Keep that protect. You don't really have many opportunities to pull it out here, either as a first pick or, I mean, gotta be a second pick unless you just really wanted to keep it around, mess with the ban strategy. But with that being said, we are loaded. We do have Dreamless Wanderer loaded up, and we're going to be getting into this first map. MP Star Command comes out. Good luck to both the players. Only one shall survive.
And oh boy, we got a bit of a skin issue. It looks like Oofyxl is a bit to the right, but nothing much. I think our skin is still intact, just one's larger than the other.
It was just when you're in the word editor, you just hit what is it, Control R to shift it to the right.
Yeah, when you accidentally press tab to give it a bit of an indent.
Yeah. But
yeah, underway with Dreamless Wanderer. This is uprated to 1.15, by the way. This is, I'm pretty sure, the loved chart. Seeing full arena, this is the loved map. So I would assume these two have a bit of experience with that. And wow, this is actually closer than I expected. Both players missing at around the same margin, but Oofyxl finding the more benefit of the doubt. 96% to a 98.7. You need to go into this match warmed up with especially how hard this pool is.
Yeah, for sure. And Oofyxl really faring a little bit worse for where Axelerrixx able to build a little bit of combo, break over that 400 combo cap through this first quarter of the chart. About 3% the difference between the two players, and about 15,000 point lead. Thanks to the handy new update to the laser client, you can actually see the margin.
Yeah, I woke up to watch, I believe it was Taiwan versus, I forgot what the, Taiwan versus Indonesia, and I saw that. I was wondering, wow, that's a new update to laser.
Yeah,
guess just in time for MWC.
Finally something that doesn't break the client.
Yeah.
And as we get into the drop into the second third of the chart, both players trading misses here, but once again, Oofyxl faring a little bit worse for where in the exchanges. Axelerrixx still in that 98% mark. Oofyxl dropping down into the A rank, 94.5, and falling here, not really able to establish a bit of a combo as Axelerrixx finally trades some of it back, but definitely not as much as Oofyxl has been giving over here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just seeing Oofyxl down to that margin, you'd think that they want to stay on the more what's it called, more not physical side, something more accuracy based, but it comes to a point where at this point you might as well go all in, make it a physicality battle. And we can see, wow, it's 4% of difference between these two. Axelerrixx still holding a 97.
Yeah, really showing their physical ceiling is pretty high above Oofyxl's for the moment. And the good thing is for Oofyxl, they probably wouldn't have picked this if given the opportunity to. So really just trying to tank their way through this as best as they can, put up the best performance that they can, but probably trying to maintain some stamina for the later picks here. Last third of the chart left to go, about a minute and a half left for both players to contend, with the margin now expanding to about 107,000 and growing as the misses continue to pour out from both players. Just once again, the exchanges favoring Axelerrixx for the moment here.
Yeah, especially with those triple jacks. Wow, as Axelerrixx is holding up with a 99 points, I mean not 99, 97.6. As Oofyxl's roughly staying around that range, but dropping down to a 9. And that HP bar is starting to really drop down as well. Things aren't looking too great, and at this point it's pretty much almost set in stone with a near 200,000 points of difference between these two. Axelerrixx still holding on to that 97 as these ending bursts make their way through.
Yeah, quickly in the realm of insurmountable leads here as we go into the outro here. Axelerrixx doing very well to find the first map to get themselves on the board here, get themselves off to a good start, considering the fact that they were challenged by Oofyxl, being able to take a 1-0 advantage this early on, definitely very beneficial.
Yeah, but this was off of Axelerrix's pick as well, so it's pretty I guess I'd say pretty interesting to see what Oofyxl would go for. Maybe tie this up at 1. But just like that, Axelerrixx is one step closer. 12 misses. Wow. 900. Axelerrixx is absolutely dominating this chart. But here we go. Oofyxl going for LN2. Going for their protect. That is, I guess, a way to do it, since this is a first or best of 5. You really only have one map to go, and then you have to pick your protect. That's pretty much how...
This is a pretty hard map to follow up, but probably more in Oofyxl's wheelhouse, where we get to see more of what they're capable of. And sure enough, in that other map, I think it just became more of stamina conservation, getting the fingers warmed up, primed, and ready for this next pick. I imagine they're going to perform a lot better, or more to their standards, on those picks. See if Axelerrixx can keep up.
Yeah, and here we go underway with LN2. We can see Oofyxl already dropping a bit, but we have just started out. This map goes on for quite a while, almost 2.5 minutes, as Axelerrixx is showing their LN prime here. Almost at a 99.5. Oofyxl's almost down to those 94 sections again, but managing to clean up a bit with this little bit of a break section, and plus we just started, not even a quarter of the way through yet. About to drop into the first, I guess, core/drop part of this map, which is where things really start to, where you see, I will guarantee you'll see lots of breaks. But here we go.
Remains to be seen a couple of impacts to go into. Oofyxl finding the first drop here in this section, going into the second third of the chart. Axelerrixx still holding on to the FC here. 99.3% accuracy for them. They had a very strong start to this chart, and they're able to carry it through this first half. Oofyxl picking up a couple more misses as well, picking up the accuracy a little bit, about to climb back up into the 97% mark, but it is still 3% the difference between the two players, as we have about a minute of chart left to go here. The lead 60,000 and climbing as these misses start to come out, and Axelerrixx still holding on to the FC here.
Yeah, still holding on to that full combo is Axelerrixx, but here we go into the inverse section. I mean, and we find a break from Axelerrixx. I mean, just be sure you're glad that Eliminate wasn't in this comp. booth because he would curse Axelerrixx at this point, as this lead is almost starting to get to 100,000 points of difference, as Oofyxl's down to that 96 margin, still S-ing, but it's just a matter that Axelerrixx is at a 99 run, a 1 miss run, maybe even a slider break. But here come the long jacks, as Axelerrixx is still holding on. Oofyxl really finding another break. Oofyxl though, almost down to the 94 section. About a 3% of difference between these two, and here come the inverse. It's slightly readable now than what we had in the showcase.
Yeah, this skin is very not a big fan of
non-Percy
section like that. Yeah, but when all is said and done, Axelerrixx taking the first break point in this match to make it 2-0 now, really putting the pressure on Oofyxl, especially with Axelerrixx up to pick next, can close this match out, and it is going to be Rice 4 coming out here.
Yeah, going for their protect. So going for Tachyon Beam Cannon. I believe this is the edited version, the one that was used in Soft 5, not the loved version. But I think they're relatively almost the same. It's just one's slightly edited, if I'm correct.
Something like that. There's a long history of this chart that probably goes back even further than our existence in this game. But
yeah. Oh wait, no. This was used. I think this is the FFR version actually, which is a completely different. Which is a completely different game than Osu. And what is this? Oofyxl wants to scroll through Instagram. Sorry, you have to complete the Squid game.
Yeah, you gotta take your licking. You're the one that challenged them.
Yeah. You have to play your special game before you can go on your Insta.
I mean, you can like change the keybind to be all one hand. I know there's some players out there that play one-handed.
Really?
Yeah, there was a beginner tournament that we did last year, I think, or earlier this year, and there was actually a player on one of the teams that played all on one hand. So yeah, you can probably scroll Instagram while playing on this. I mean, this is beginner mode stuff.
My God.
No, I think he just that's scroll speed like 1.
Wait, and then I think Axelerrixx just did the complete opposite.
No, I think that's his normal scroll speed. It's just the dichotomy of the scroll differences.
Okay, so
up to bear. So yeah, Oofyxl has officially thrown in the towel on this match. Is really just a showcase of Axelerrixx being able to show off what they're made of. I think once we approach like last 5% of this chart, Oofyxl's playfield will just collapse. And yeah, Axelerrixx punching their ticket into the 5th round here.
Yeah, I mean, you want to talk about something? Just
we did have the match earlier today to kick things off that you had mentioned.
It was
Cub versus Bayetka.
Yeah, Bayetka.
Let me pull up the match feed here. It was 3-1 in favor of Cub.
Yeah,
Cub, of course, making the
that's pretty
Philippines
surprising.
Team.
Yeah, and also
MWC.
getting robbed from their first place on SV by you want to guess who? You want to guess who it was?
I'm pretty sure it was a Japanese player.
Yep, it was oh boy, I'm gonna butcher their name. Sorry to any Japanese or any players who know them, but I believe how you pronounce it is Gaizoka Goki, I think. But that
sounds about right.
Gaizo Goki, I believe. They got first place on that. But yeah, Cub actually training their physicality, because last time I saw them play, they were definitely in the more SV range, but starting to pull back with starting to really show off their physicality in this, especially in this range of tournament where we have Uparts 1.1.
Yeah, and then matches to come. After this, we are gonna have Oyama Mahiro going against Lot at 14:30 UTC. I think you'll be around for that one. And then rounding out the weekend is gonna be Dev versus Rafael PC. So 2 more matches to come. Gonna take a pretty lengthy break after this one is all said and done. For those of you keeping track of MWC, the next match for that tournament will be at 3 UTC.
Ooh, I think I'll be around to watch that. And it's going to be Seed 1 against Seed 32. It's going to be, of course, the defending champion South Korea versus Venezuela. This is their first year in this tournament, or not, so. Or in MWC. I remember the commentators talking about that. I saw signs of life from Oofyxl. They're up to an 8%.
Yeah, they probably closed the tab and it went back to the game. Just hit the keyboard for the search, and it's like, oh yeah, oops.
Yeah. Oh, and they are back to play the chorus or the drop.
It's funny because I can't really say much about Oofyxl's performance here, because this is about on par as to how my performance would go on a map like this. I'd be at about 11% at full effort.
Yeah, this is pretty much your Oofyxl and Axelerrixx, pretty much.
Pretty much. This is the tale of 2 different kinds of Rice players on fruition, and as the map comes to an end, we'll probably see the playfield collapse soon. Once again, congratulations to Axelerrixx for really showing off their physicality on a map pool like this. Really does bode well for them going into the 5th round. They'll be joining Cub and the 4 exempt players from this weekend in round 5.
And there goes Oofyxl. And which I believe, if I can list them off the top of my head, those safe players are Netro, Walmart 5193, Konkawa, and CPT Sevelia. I believe those are the 4 that will already have their ticket into the 5th game, but Axelerrixx will be joining them in that range of the Elite 8.
Yep, Elite 8. But with that being said, that will do it for us here. Thank you all so very much for watching. Congratulations once again to Axelerrixx for moving on. Commiserations to Oofyxl. Gave it a valiant effort. I think the physicality was just a little bit too much for them when all was said and done. And until then, we'll catch you guys at 14:30 UTC tomorrow.
Yeah, for now you can just sit back, relax, and scroll through Instagram. So long, everybody.
Take care.